Hey everybody, this is Matt N3VAN, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an after-action report on Winter Field Day 2023, as well as my first Parks on the Air activation this weekend. Basically, we were at Park Kilo 8855 on Sunday and Lehigh Parkway, which is in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And for that, I was actually with the club Whiskey 3 Oscar India W30I, and we had about 4 operators. 2 radios, so it was a 2-op Eastern PA, and that was on Saturday the 28th. And let me pull over a picture here. There we go. So what we did is the first station we did, Scott, he is Kilo Bravo 3 Yankee Oscar Tango, brought his setup over. Let me see if I can make this big screen. Oops. Nope, it went to the other screen. Sorry about that. And we have the guy down here with the nice little night eyes cams. And up at the top here has a nice 3D printed thing with the sloper. We went with the end-fed half-wave sloper configuration. There's the whole setup there. We have his bag, and there is a Soda Beams mast right there. There it is again. All guide down, ready to go. And if you go back, you can actually see the wire was running across the table. It's all right. We're doing QRP on this station anyway. Okay, all right. There's his solar gear setup. He brought all his gear out. He's really big into Parks on the Air. And besides Scott, we had Doug, N3WGH, and a friend of mine, Tom, Whiskey 3, Tango Romeo Golf. And the 4 of us operated with 2 stations this day on the 28th, Saturday. There we go. There's his power film solar. And he has them actually daisy chained in here. So these two 13 watt panels daisy chained and actually go into the Power Film Lightsaber Max over here. And there's the other station. That's not the one that's operated. I'll show you the other one. This is another gentleman. This is Doug's station, where we have the FT891, the PowerSonic LifePo 4 12 volt 20 amp hour battery. I've got a signal link for doing digital, the watt SWR meter, and then the power information panel right here. But this actually has the built-in Bluetooth, so he actually monitored through his cell phone, which is amazing. I might actually look into that. And of course, we were powered by coffee right there. There's a few Dakota lithium batteries over here. All right, there is Tom, Whiskey 3, Tango Romeo Golf, and he is actually operating Scott's 705 with this beautiful tripod. There's the antenna tuner, some RG 316, and Tom is already making contacts. And we did fairly well that day. We had the 705 on station 1 with the AH705 tuner, built home built end-fed half-wave resonant on 10, 15, 20, and 40, and then the Power Film Lightsaber Max and Spider Beam 10 meter mast. So that was that station. And here's the other station. This is where Doug and I were actually operating. This is using my own end-fed half-wave, my own custom end-fed half-wave, the QRP one with only a 40 to 10 end-fed wire, LifePo battery, Soda Beam mast. Even though we could have tossed it up in the tree, we used the Soda Beam mast, which you can kind of see in the distance. You see right here where it's all wrapped up and on there. So another picture. Ooh, that's the other day. So that was Saturday, January 28th, and we basically started around 14:15 local time, so 2:15, and ended about 4:30, 16:30 local time. And we had approximately 44 SSB contacts were made. We didn't really get a chance to set up digital. With this field, we actually had to watch out for doggy bombs and all that good stuff. But the next day, I told everyone there that I'm going to be activating Parks on the Air, as well as do Winter Field Day for the club, Whiskey 3 Oscar India W30I of LVARC. And Tom actually mentioned some interest in that as well. So we went to Park Kilo 8855, and let me see. There we go. All right. So let me make this bigger. There we go, F11. So we went to Park State Game Lands 157, which is in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, a little bit south of me, about 45 minute to an hour drive for Tom. And a great park, you know. Hardly anyone there because it was Sunday. It was a nice little cold morning. There you can see actually the trail there that goes through some nice open fields, but I wanted to do something different. Let's see, is this where I went in? Yep, right there. So I'm not too familiar with. So there's the parking lot, and I went over there. I'll show you guys some pictures, and I actually have some video. So let me see. This is me turning into Park Kilo 8855. Let me make this full screen. So there we go. So pulling into Park Kilo 8855 for park activation as well as winter field day. Let me turn that down. So the parking lot was empty, as you can see, a bit muddy. Conditions were not bad at all, and we didn't get bothered by many people. Just I think people on horseback near the end we saw, as well as 2 dog walkers and someone getting their tree stand for deer season. So it was a good setup. So let me skip to the next one. So here's the parking lot. As you can see, I was waiting for my friend Tom WW3TRG Tango Romeo Golf. And there we go. Here I'm walking, and I'll show you actually where we set up. There we go. Let me pause it. You see these 2 trees? I threw the wire up here. In another video, you'll see that. Threw the wire up here and then ran it to the other tree, an inverted L, an 80 to 10 meter home-built and fed half-wave with my little QRP balun that I guys showed you. I did a previous video on there. So these were only the few videos that actually survived. The setup didn't get... I lost those videos, unfortunately. As you can see right there, there's horse poop. So you know the trails there, horse hoof markings there. Bunch of thorn bushes on either side, so we couldn't do much. But as you can see, they were doing a lot of logging in here, which is a shame. But it made it a lot easier to set up the end fed. So I didn't put it. Did I put it on this branch? I might have done that one or the one higher up, and ran it across. Let me see if I have another video for there. There was an open spot in this video. I came up to an open area. I didn't have my soda beans masked or any guying material, so I didn't get a chance to set up there. But it's nice and open. You could throw the mast right in the middle, run it as a sloper, or even tie it to another tree. I tried to get a rope from one of these trees over here to the other side, but it just wasn't going to work. There's a lot of thorn bushes here and everything. So that's pretty much it. Let me see. All right, so there it is. During the activation, this is that the other one with the BNC on there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Let's see. Video zoom. Nope, not zooming in. I don't know much about this one. But anyway, right there is the nice little 49-to-1 end-fed half-wave balun I made, or transformer I made. And the wire goes straight up the tree. You'll see I'll follow it over. And there actually, oops. And sorry about that. And right there in the middle, I put the 10-meter coil there, and that is about 7 feet of wire from the transformer to that first coil, and that actually just tunes in 10 meters. And in that morning, we actually got a 10-meter contact, which has been beautiful 10 meters. We got Europe, and I think a few guys from Belgium, 3 gentlemen from Belgium. So the wire goes all the way up. Yeah, it wasn't there. It was the higher one, and it goes all the way across over there. And we're running the FT891 mine that's been nicely tuned in, powered by coffee, and we're trying to get some contacts in there. So it was a great day. Is there any other video? Nope. It's the second one, so that's us operating there. These are the only ones that survived, unfortunately. I got to get a better camera that's not going to have any issues, but we did make 53 contacts, and I did that is for winter field day. For Parks on the Air, I did about 87, 89, so very pleased with that. And what I'll do is I found a way to make the end-fed half-wave a bit better. There was a little weirdness in there. I'm going to show that to you before I end this video. So if you bear with me, I'm going to clip it into this near the end and should be good. But no, I really enjoyed Parks on the Air. Probably going to go out this weekend, even though they want very frigid temperatures. We had a beautiful weather for winter field day. It was high 40s to about mid 50s on Sunday, the 29th, and then on the 28th, the weather was actually very nice as well. I think we had 50 to 60 degrees, which is phenomenal. Some other years it was frigid tundra, which is what this coming weekend is going to be. And I'll be making a second Parks on the Air video, and I'm hoping the video survives. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go right into the end-fed half wave and what I did, that little QRP one, to make it even better. So hang on 1 second. All right, so this was actually the setup for Winter Field Day, day number 2, which was the 29th. So I had the QRP balun that I designed, that I showed you guys, and the soda beam, well, not the soda beam winder, and the 22 gauge poly stealth, and then right there's the 10 millimeter coil. I got to put something on here to keep it nice and tight on there. There's my little orange carabiner, which are nice, and bent over for the tuning for 80 meters. So this worked fantastic. And even though I say that in the previous video that this is QRP with that small size toroid, this actually handled very well. We were transmitting a little bit of QRP in the morning, but we also did about 50 and 75 watts of power. And this held up 2 hours with 50 to 75 watts of power. Of course, obviously SSB, but a phenomenal toroid. The only problem we had with this is this eye lock nut is small. So let me see. Do I have it wrapped in there? Yeah, I probably have it wrapped too tight. Can I get it out without ruining it? Yep, there we go. Didn't ruin it. I gotta heat shrink this a little better, but I was in a rush. So the reason I made a modification is you can't fit the ring terminal through there. So I couldn't fit it through and create a strain relief on this. And I was trying to figure out a way to solve that. But I found that, let me put that here, with using a slightly larger, an M4 ring nut, lifting nut they call it. And what's great about it is you can fit the ring right through, create a strain relief, and then put it right down here, the ring terminal, and plop it right there. What I might do is I might clip this off and put an open one on there, so basically like a crescent type shape, so this way I could just slide it in there and be done with it. But it is sturdy, it's nice. I've been traveling with this one in my pocket to try to get some wear and tear on it, and had no issues dropping it, just testing it, and there's no movement whatsoever. So I'm going to be modifying this one with the M4 4mm bolt, as well as the what do you got? Locking nut there, as well as the lifting ring. And we're going to be upgrading this one for my own personal use, and this one I built for a friend. And like I said, if you guys are interested in these what I classify as QRP or bug out end-fed half waves, let me know. I mean, it keeps the toroid nice and safe in here, and this hardware, you don't have to worry about causing much damage on there as well. So good for a bug out bag, or in your pocket, or in your car. And even though I say it's QRP, it could definitely handle, at least from experience, 75 watts of SSB. I'm going to be taking it out this weekend to Winter Field Day. And we actually had a 1 hour pileup. So this survived a 1 hour pileup. We're pushing 75 watts through the FT891, and no issues, no overheating, no SWR creeping up because it hit the Curie limit for the core. So fantastic little end-fed half wave. Now for digital and CW, obviously you're not going to be doing 50, 60, 75 watts or more. For CW and digital modes, I would say at the most maybe between 10 and 30 watts. I'll try it this weekend. I'll get my QDX out there and hook it up, and should be good. So if you guys are interested, let me know on this. But that 1 hour pileup that we had doing Winter Field Day as well as Parks on the Air, that was phenomenal, because some of the people wanted Parks on the Air, other people wanted Winter Field Day contacts, and some actually wanted both. They didn't mind. So it worked out wonderfully. So if you guys are interested, let me know. If you like the content I'm creating, please consider subscribing. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Sorry that I didn't have any videos. Had a camera issue, probably because of the cold. I left it out in the car overnight, and not going to do that again. So I got to keep the batteries warm, so this way I don't lose video footage doing more Parks on the Air and outdoor events in the frigid temperatures. Going to be going out this weekend. Next weekend I'm actually away, but I'll be doing a test video on the VX6R. I want to test out the 6-meter band between two radios using a Diamond. I don't have it right here with me. A Diamond antenna that's a 4-bander. So keep tuned for that. I'm going to make a few more videos today so I can have it ready to publish for this weekend as well as the following weekend when I'm away. So anyway, this is Matt N3VN, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.